Welcome to Blockbuster Recapped. Today we are going to explain an Indian Malayalam language blockbuster movie Drishyam, which collected rupees 500 million Indian money from the Indian box office. The film grossed over rupees 750 million Indian money in worldwide too. Drishyam is a 2013 Indian Malayalam language crime thriller film, written and directed by Jeethu Joseph. It was the first Malayalam language movie which ran continually for more than 150 days in theaters. It remained the highest grossing Indian Malayalam language film of all time. I am sure you will enjoy and love this movie to watch. So let's start, guys. The story begins here. The film starts with a new policeman in town joining the newly built police station in Rajpata Place in Kerala state in India. While walking through the station with a constable, he notices a man, ostensibly named George Kutty, sitting at one far end. The newly joined policeman asks whether he is George Kutty, to which the constable replies in positive. The film then goes into a flashback as George Kutty closes his eyes. George Kutty began as a vagrant and a school dropout. However, he has turned out into a business person taking care of a digital TV administration situated in Rajphat, a place called in Kerala state in India. He and his working class family, comprising of his significant other side his wife Rani, with high school education qualification, and they have two daughters in their family. The little girl named Anu and younger girl named Anju. They are his needs, and aside from his voracious interest in film. During a school trip, the younger girl Anju is cautiously video-charted stripped by Varun Prabhakar, a young boy from another school, the debased son of the Inspector General of Police Jeethu Prabhakar. On August 2nd, Varun visits to the younger girl Anju's home to meet her and utilizations her express video to extort her for sex. That evening, he invades her home for requesting a night with her. Nonetheless, her mother Rani mediates in between them. Having been educated by Anju, Mother Rani asks Varun to save her family's nobility. Yet the boy Varun fights back by requesting that Mother Rani ought to fulfill his blessings, all things being equal, assuming Anju is to be saved. Out of dread, Anju attempts to crush the telephone from Varun's hand, yet coincidentally crushes Varun's head, killing him momentarily. Frightened with the possibility of being gotten, Rani and Anju hurriedly cover Varun's body in their terrace, which Anu observes from a far distance. After getting back from work the next morning, George Kutty is educated with regards to the night's occasions, taking steps to protect his family's pride. He went to a shop in a town and exchanged Varun's SIM card in another mobile phone, and hurls it into a national permit truck, prior to discarding Varun's yellow Maruti Zen in a lake. Nonetheless, he is seen by Sahadevan, a bad police constable who bears ill will towards him. It was then that George Kutty came to know about the construction of a new police station at Rajphat. Then he plans to save his family from this dangerous situation. After understanding the need to make an explanation, George Kutty goes with his family on an outing to a biggest town, Thottapuzha in Kerala state in India, for the following 2 days. George Kutty spent most of his days with his family in churches, hotels, restaurants, and movie theaters by traveling local transportation. According to police, missing boy Varun's mobile phone was last found in Maharashtra state in India, which is around 1,500 km far from Kerala state. Very nearly 14 days after the fact, Inspector General of Police Jeethu Prabhakar starts an examination concerning Varun's vanishing. After an underlying endeavor to follow his whereabouts, she finds the yellow Maruti Zen car in the lake in the wake of being educated by Sahadevan. Having found that Anju and Varun were in the school trip together, and Varun's last detailed appearance was on August 2nd, she brings George Kutty and his family for a casual cross-examination. Having predicted this, George Kutty had arranged his family into giving comparative proclamations about their exercises on August 2nd and August 3rd, going to a strict health, eating at an eatery, remaining at a lodging, and watching a film at a theater. With the police unfit to break their plausible excuses, the family is given up, despite the fact that George Kutty predicts that they might be captured again, as Geeta actually has her doubts. He thus has contacted Rajesh, who is Rani's brother, to gather the media, in the event that the police come for them once more. Simultaneously, Inspector General of Police Jeethu Prabhakar grills the individuals from different foundations that George Kutty's family had visited on their outing on those 2 days, one of the bus conductor, the secretary of the hotel lodging, the supervisor of the restaurant, and the film administrator of the theater. Jeethu Prabhakar additionally grills George Kutty's nearby partners. Notwithstanding, they all affirm that George Kutty's family were at City Thottapuzha. Jeethu Prabhakar finds that the strict help that the family had joined in had been recorded and disseminated through video cassettes. She then, at that point, derives George Kutty's explanation. The family had for sure ventured out to City Thottapuzha, However, all things considered, on various dates, George Kutty had judiciously obtained real bills, dated August 2nd and August 3rd from the separate foundations, prior to going on his family on the outing to City Thodapuzha on August 5th and August 6th and visiting similar foundations. Jeethu Prabhakar further reasons that George Kutty had discarded the bills of his August 5th and 6th, and saved the ones he had exclusively acquired. She again finds that the family might have visited the individuals from the particular foundations once more, and had made associate with them, along these lines getting the individuals solid, yet unexpected help for the justification. Looking to end the secret, Jeethu Prabhakar has the police strongly capture George Kutty and his family. Jeethu Prabhakar approves Sahadevan to utilization of savage power to get reality, coming about George Kutty, Rani, and Anju to experience extreme beatings. Simultaneously, Jeethu and Prabhakar find out with regards to Anju's video through Varun's companion Alex, who had gone with him during the school journey. Jeethu then, at that point, approves Sahadevan to examine little girl Anu. This demonstrates productive when Sahadevan whips Anu into uncovering reality. Anu admits that Varun's cadaver was covered in the family's terrace, notwithstanding, just the body of a calf is found at the site, inferring that George Kutty had moved Varun's carcass. Disappointed of having no proof to capture George Kutty and his family, Sahadevan endeavors to assault them once more, just to be upset by an irate horde drove by Rajesh. With unconquerable public resistance towards the brutish cross-examination of George Kutty and his family, Varun's case is required to be postponed. Sahadevan is suspended from the police power, and Jeethu Prabhakar resigns and leaves the police division. A little while later, George Kutty is called by Jeethu and Prabhakar, looking for pardon for their reckless inquisitive strategies and their child's distorted nature. Subsequent to begging him to disclose reality with respect to Varun's whereabouts, George Kutty enigmatically admits to killing him, clarifying that he would successfully safeguard his family's poise and he is exceptionally repentant for Varun's demise. Back in the present, George Kutty opens his eyes and signs a register at the recently developed police headquarters. Whenever the official in control promises to catch him, the last option answers that he actually trusts in the police, as a defender of society. As George Kutty leaves, another flashback happens all the while, showing him leaving the then incomplete police headquarters around evening time, suggesting that he had covered Varun's body there. The story is not ending here, as the scene is not shown in the first part of the movie. On that night of 3rd August 2013, a convict named Josh George is on the run from the authorities for murdering his brother-in-law. Hiding behind an unfinished police station, Josh George sees the victim George Kutty emerging from it. Afterwards, Josh George attempts to apologize to his wife, but at the end Josh George was arrested by the police. If you would like to watch the second part of this movie, that what happened to George Kutty and his family after this incident, please comment me below. If you like the story, don't forget to subscribe with notification bell on for more videos like this. And leave a like, comment and share the video to help our channel out. Thank you for watching.